What's up, guys? Dinofries here, and I am just about to beat Fire Emblem Engage, and I just wanted to take a pause and make this video because I finally finalized my team, and I want to gush about it just a little bit because it's been quite the journey, and I finally have the team that I'm set with, and I just want to talk about it. Just so you know, there's really no spoilers in this video unless you don't want to be spoiled by the characters and emblems that you get throughout the game. If that's the case, turn off the video. But story-wise and things like that, no spoilers, I promise. All right, so let's dive in. So first on the list is obviously myself, Alir, as he's known professionally. I paired myself with Emblem Corinne, basically just to support my other teammates. All I did was use Dragon Vein spam. So just making stone and fog or sometimes fire, just to help my team survive or damage and chip away the enemies. And obviously I just stuck to using swords because fists are kind of ass in this game. The main character, like yourself, you're not that strong, does the job as a sword user. But yeah, definitely that Emblem Corinne Dragon Vein spam turned out to be super useful. Next on my team was Etier, who I often would just call Eddie, but it's Etier. She's a sniper, and I paired her with Lynn. And I know that I think most other people probably swapped her out when they got Alchrist, but I personally Alchrist was cool, and I didn't like his insecure personality. I just like Etier's tough girl character, and so I stuck with her. And she's actually pretty much one of the best people on my team. I always rely on her to one hit kill the enemies whenever. I can totally rely on her. And she's also the only archer on my team, so but she does the trick for flying units and just strong units in general. That's probably because I just put a lot of investment into her throughout the journey, so she's undoubtedly strong now. And then with Lynn, obviously Lynn is super powerful emblem, and yeah, I mean Astrostorm, whenever I need to, it's I always can count on Etier to knock out an enemy when I'm in a bind, or just the boss units in chapters. She takes them out no problem. I love Etier. Underrated. Also, before I move on, Speed Taker, awesome skill. And Alacrity. I almost forgot Alacrity. She shoots people twice before they can even counterattack. Bruh. And often she crits. Geez. Okay, next on my team, I got Chloe, who I paired with Emblem Sigurd, and man, this is the powerhouse of my team. Chloe is insane, and with Sigurd, she just flies half across the damn battlefield, kills whoever she wants because she's strong. She has S tier lances, and then she just moves away because of Sigurd's skill. And then when you engage with Sigurd, her movement, her mobility is absolutely insane. She's so strong. Oh, I love Chloe. So the next one on my team would be Yunaka, and I gotta be honest with you, half of me is I love Yunaka, the other half is dang, I maybe I should have picked Marin, the other dagger user. So I prepared Yunaka with Emblem Lucina, and the good part about that is that she's often in range, so she often gets those chain attacks to help out my other teammates, my team, kill enemies. But herself, she can barely take down any unit on her own. She's kind of a support unit in a way, just to chain attack and poison enemies, and maybe that's helped me throughout my playthrough, but it's hard to tell because it's not not directly noticeable. So I paired her with Lucina. Don't know if it was the best move for me, but I kind of too late to change now. So yeah, Yunaka and Lucina, not bad. Could be better. I do love Yunaka though. Sure, her character herself. I do like Yunaka a lot. Now let's talk about Ivy and Emblem Celica. Now Ivy, even without an emblem, is insane. She just rides around on her wyvern blasting fools with her magic. She's strong, she's mobile, a little, I guess, kind of weak if she gets like near archers especially. And then I know it's like crazy to put Celica on her because she already has good movement, and Celica's skill is dope. She warps around like throughout like wherever on the map and like comes down with like a big explosion of damage. It's dope. I just put her on Ivy for that extra damage boost, and because she's like the main, for me, like the main magic person on my team. And honestly, it's been working super well. And I actually like that she can like warp across the map and then like fly away if she's in danger. You know, that extra mobility helps in that stance. But dude, I love Ivy. Plus she's hot, like, come on. And obviously I married her. That shouldn't go into the play here, but I did. Goth babe, goth GF. Don't tell my actual goth GF though. All right, next up is Kagetsu. Kagetsu is a friggin' beast. Okay, the crit on this dude is insane. Put a killing edge on him and just let him go to town. You genuinely, like, he's just the only sword user you need, because you kind of have to stick with your protagonist guy for a sword, so you just need Kagetsu for an actual sword master potential. And emblem wise, I just threw Erica on him because he was strong without, and Erica just didn't have anyone. But Kagetsu is one of those characters who just doesn't need an emblem. He's so good on his own. He just constantly hits crits. I love Kagetsu. And also, like, I love the katana when he hits the crit where it's like, it's dope. Okay, now Pinette. All right, I love Ivy, I love Kagetsu, I love Etie, and Yunaka is adorable, but Pinette with Emblem Ike is, oh my gosh, this is the actual MVP of my team. No, like, for real, she is. First of all, she looks freaking awesome. She looks like emo, and I love that. But also, like, she has adorable flowers in her hair. And she's like a tank. Like, I actually have a berserker. I don't have any generals or knights on my team. No tanky boys. It's just not my playstyle. So I would just throw Pinette out into the fray. Sometimes go with a great ether, thanks to Emblem Ike, and she just destroys. Dude, so many times in my playthroughs did I get like a 5-6 person kill with Pinette with great ether, and she's always able to tank. She's also does crits like Kagetsu with the killer axe. And dude, Pinette is the best. If you don't use Pinette and you play this game, you're missing out. Also on my team was Seedal. Obviously, you gotta have a dancer on the team. Pretty sure everyone includes Seedal on the team. And obviously I paired him with Emblem Byliths just to, you know, keep that dancing thing just for him. And I mean, what's more to say? I mean, he does great. He dances, he does his thing, he looks cool doing it. I like when he pairs with Byleth and has that pretty pink hair. I like Seedal. You know, what's more to say? Dancing queen. Now, even though I had Pinette on my team, I also included Diamant with Emblem Roy. And that's because, like, I didn't include any generals or tanks on my team, and so I figured I needed another one, and so Diamant is there. And I mainly have him using axes just like Pinette, but he uses a sword too. And Roy's an okay emblem. He gives good stat bonuses. Blazing Lion is alright, his engage skill. Diamant's just another good tank without like the ugly tank aesthetic. And yeah, he does almost just as well as Pinette. Not quite as good as Pinette, but Diamant is 100% the homie. Now, as I already mentioned, I don't like tanks, and so I also don't love clerics, but I recognize I need healers. I need somebody healing, and so I utilized Hortensia for that, because like I like that she can fly around and use mends or restore when she can if she's close enough, or just throw a physique across the field to heal someone. Fortified, and obviously I threw Emblem Micaiah on her for that great sacrifice utility, which honestly I've like, people have died, I use a time crystal, whatever, but just being able to use great sacrifice towards the end, since Hortensia doesn't even really attack anyways, and just like healing whenever I need to, it's been working out excellent for me. I only need no tanks, just the one healer. We Gucci. Now I know. Okay, we have Chloe on the team flying around. We have Ivy on my team flying around. We have Hortensia on my team flying around. What's another healer? What's a healer? What's a flyer? What's another flyer on the team? Four flyers I got. I got 4 flyers. Rosado. Okay, Rosado is on my team, and he is beautiful, by the way. I think he's trans. I think there is a dialogue in the game that says he's trans. I don't know. He. And so I got Rosado flying around with Chloe, using lances and axe if he needs to, and I just threw Emblem Leaf on him, just because I didn't really have a good use for him, and he ups, he has that axe and whatever. It works out good enough. Leaf is one of those emblems I really didn't have a use for, but I like Rosado. Just wyverns, man, just flying around the battlefield. By the way, no cavalry on my team. What's the point of having horses or wolves when you can have dragons and griffins and wyverns? And last but not least, Vale. So Vale joins your team pretty late in the story, and I wasn't intending on using her. I actually had Fogado as my 12th member, but then I realized I just don't need any cavalry on my team, and Etier was doing a fine job as an archer. I didn't need a second archer. I was going to include Marin, but then I was like, I don't need another dagger user. Yunaka's good enough. And so I was like, you know what? Another magic user, sure. Also, she can use knives. So sometimes she uses knives, but another magic user on the battlefield, I have 2 basically, and she did the trick fine. And also she's adorable. You can't have Vale, who's important to the story. I won't say how, but she's important to the story, obviously. And also I just threw Emblem Marth on her. I guess I could put Corinne on her, and then put Marth on myself, Matt, but I loved Dragon Vein Span on Matt so much that I just threw Marth on Vale. And honestly, it kind of it works out, it's okay, boosts her stats, whatever, and she just goes around doing magic and throwing knives, and she's adorable, and I just like her on my team for the aesthetic, honestly. So shout out Vale. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed me ranting about my team in Fire Emblem Engage. I'm about to beat it soon, so expect a review very soon. That'll be next. And yeah, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.